Hey vinyl community, I have something I'm really happy to show you today. It's something that's very meaningful to me from when I was a kid, and I'm going to have to preface this video with a little explanation of what the hilarious House of Frightenstein is if you do not know what it is. As you can tell by the description, this is about a vinyl record that was released recently. In fact, I just got mine today in the mail, and I'm going to have to explain what it is. But really quickly, the Cliff Notes version of what the hilarious House of Frightenstein is. In 1971, they made a TV show out of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada called The Hilarious House of Frightenstein. They filmed 130 episodes all in one go. And so there really was only ever one season, but it never really stopped airing in Canada, those 130 episodes. And everyone of my age, maybe even still to this day, in one form or another grew up on this TV show. For me, it was kind of like one of, it still is to this day one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Even though it originally aired in 1971, like I said, it continuously ran through my childhood years on Saturday mornings. I would wake up very early, probably earlier than I was allowed to wake up, and I would kind of slide my ass down the stairs with my blanket when I was when I was very young. And I would park myself in front of the TV on a Saturday morning. And I believe at 7 a.m., the first thing that would come on the TV, because back then there wasn't 24-hour TV, we had like 4 channels. We're talking the dark ages now. So it would go from Test Pattern right into Hilarious House of Frightenstein, which is about an hour-long show. And I guess it's best known for people outside of Canada. It had Vincent Price, who would do segments in it. And as you can tell, it's, well, by the description, it's kind of a horror-themed children's show. Vincent Price was flown in, and he did 400 segments all in one shot. And I think he got $13,000 for his effort. But primarily, all the characters were played by one gentleman, someone named Billy Van. And he played actually almost all the characters. And there was a few other kind of peripheral characters. And anyways, it was a very influential children's TV show that really was kind of, for a TV show, it was a little bit more subversive than your average TV show. Hopefully you guys, some of you might know the TV show, and this doesn't sound like crazy talk. Anyways, I'm going to stop it now, and I'm going to say cheers to everyone. Thank you for clicking on the video. So, this leads... So anyways, there's lots of information about the TV show on the internet, on YouTube, etc., etc. Like I said, if you talk to someone my age in Canada, either they're just obsessed with it like I am, or at least they're aware of it. They've seen it. And like I said, I know it was syndicated to the US and to parts of the world. Which brings me to this. A company called Groove Vinyl out of Canada. I don't even know how I got this link. It just appeared on my Facebook page. Maybe as a suggested post. I can't remember how it even appeared, but thank God it did. That they were taking pre-orders for a limited run of, I guess, more or less, I don't want to call it a soundtrack, but it's kind of the best audio segments from the Hilarious House of Frightenstein from the 130 episodes. And there was a limited edition, it was 4 or 5 covers anyways, and they took pre-orders a few months back, and I was just fretting. You could buy all 4 of them, I believe, or you could kind of pick your... there was a cover based on each of the primary characters, one being the Wolfman. The Wolfman was probably the most subversive, here I go, I'm mumbling now, I'm excited, subversive character in the show. Maybe go on YouTube and look up the Wolfman, Hilarious House of Frightenstein. He was just, he oddly enough played a huge part in me kind of getting into music. You have to investigate to see what I'm talking about. There was the Count, there was Igor, and Vincent Price. There's a lot of characters like Griselda the Witch, and I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Or once again, like I said, I'm going to sound crazy here. So I kind of fretted about what cover I was going to get. And I guess the Vincent Price sold out immediately. And as it went, the one I chose was the one that kind of sold out the last. But having said that, I went with what was important to me, because I didn't buy this for resale value. I didn't buy this to flip. I wanted the cover with the character that I loved the most. And actually, I think by the time I jumped on, I missed the boat on the Wolfman. So this is my second choice anyways. Anyways, Groove Vinyl. Awesome. Thank you very much for releasing this album. We're going to look at the vinyl right now. I'm sorry, I did have to do a little bit of a lengthy intro to kind of explain what that TV show was. So if you knew, I hope you kind of maybe skip forward. I just got the box. I did crack it open, but I haven't looked. So this is kind of an unboxing, although I've already cracked the seal. So let's have a look at the one that came in the mail today from Groove Vinyl, the more or less one of the soundtracks to the hilarious House of Frightenstein. Oh, there we go. Very nicely packaged, I will say, Groove Vinyl, if someone from there is ever watching this video. It's very nice. They actually put corners. You don't see that very often. They put corners. That was very, very nice. Oh, and there's a message. Wow. I feel, you know, I'm older and I'm getting excited like it's Christmas morning. I probably should have waited till Christmas morning to open this, because this is very exciting for me. There's just an apology, Master Dave. If you know the TV show, you'll get the Master reference. I'm sorry we was late. Groove Vinyl, you have absolutely no need to apologize. I would have waited until the end of time for this one. All right, here it is. Here's the cover I chose. It's the character Igor. Igor and the Wolfman were my favorite characters from this TV show. And let's have it's a special colored vinyl, which I have not seen yet. So there's the cover. Igor. I'm very, 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 very excited. My initial impressions are Groove Vinyl, and I'm going to have to send this video to you because I'm just really impressed so far. Oh my goodness, there's a really nice booklet in here. Wow. Oh, okay, there's lots of behind-the-scenes photos, and I think there's an essay about the TV show. Very nice. Oh yeah, and there's Vincent Price. I encourage you, if you don't know the TV show, to kind of... I have all the original DVDs. Well, they came out on DVD a few years back, and they kind of went out of print, and now they're very, very valuable. So I was going to say, you can't really... I was going to recommend picking up DVDs, but you can't. But if you look hard enough on the internet, you can find episodes of the TV show, and you can see the little segments that Vincent Price did. They're kind of legendary with people in my friends group, anyways, if that makes sense. Let's have a look at the vinyl. It is a more or less splatter green clear vinyl. Look at that. That's just beautiful. And my first impression is I am absolutely stoked that I went with my gut and I got the character that I wanted, was Igor. I'm going to put this back and I'm going to show you what else is in the package here. There's more. There is a postcard from Igor and a nice little still photo of Igor. Just an amazing package. This was everything I could have hoped for, and the minute I'm done with this video, I'm going to throw it on, and I probably won't stop playing this for a month. I'm just so excited. And if you're watching this and you don't know what this TV show is, I know this might seem unspectacular to you, but it's the hilarious House of Frightenstein with several other points in my life. It's kind of in my DNA. I can't tell you how influential it was. And it was, honestly, it was probably one of the best TV shows ever produced. One of the most imaginative ones for 1971, so that's 47 years ago, 46 years ago, coming up on 47 years ago. And if you saw that show today, it's timeless. It doesn't go out of date ever, which is why it kind of continuously runs in Canada. I'm going to end this video here. I'm just absolutely excited. Groove Vinyl. I hope there's a part 2. You've really knocked this one out of the ballpark. I am just thrilled. I can't wait to hear the spoken word segments that were from the TV show on here. And just a brilliant idea. So this was a look at the very, very limited edition pressings of the hilarious House of Frightenstein on vinyl. I went with the character Igor. And Groove Vinyl, if you ever do another pressing, I am going to buy every pressing. Or if you ever do a second run of these, just take my money. Just take my money. Because the quality on these is so amazing. I would happily buy all the other ones I did not get this time around. Igor. Anyways, we're going to end this video here. Thank you for indulging me and sharing a little part of my childhood. And even though I think I first discovered the show in the mid-70s, it's, like I said, it's ingrained in my DNA, and I still remember everything about every 130 episodes ever made, because you just never stopped watching it. Anyways, you can tell I'm excited. Anyways, we're going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Very, very happy. Thanks for indulging me, and we'll see you next time around. Take care, vinyl community.